It's Valentine's Day. Let's take one of the best pieces of dating advice that I've ever heard and let's apply it to your career. One of the best pieces of dating advice I've ever heard is be polarizing. For example, don't say, I like brunch and traveling on your dating profile. Everybody likes brunch and traveling. This is a mild and inoffensive opinion that will make most people say, cool, sounds good. Instead, say something like, I'm more excited about getting a dog than I am about having a kid, if that's true for you. That is not a mild and inoffensive opinion. That is an opinion that is more likely to elicit strongly positive and strongly negative reactions. It will either make people say, wow, I love that, or they'll make them say, ew, what's wrong with you? And that is a good thing. Because when you lean into the parts of yourself that are the most polarizing, you elicit a hell yes or a hell no reaction from the people you meet. The market rapidly sorts itself around you, and you find your best match quickly and easily while feeling true to yourself every step of the way. Versus when you only present the parts of yourself that are mild and inoffensive, and you try to buff down the sharp edges of your polarizing parts to make them mild and inoffensive, you elicit a sounds good reaction from everyone you meet. The market never actually sorts itself around you. Everyone just kind of seems fine. And it takes you ages to find your true best match. And you feel like you're suppressing your true self every step of the way. Now, let's apply this advice to your career. To find a career that you love, to build your career around your flow, lean into the parts of you that are polarizing. So ask yourself, what's polarizing about you? What are the aspects of you at work that some people love and some people hate? Perhaps you are very structured and organized in everything you do. And some people love that you have a 3-point agenda for every meeting and a 6-point checklist for every decision. And other people hate that you can't be free flowing and just go with the vibes. Or perhaps you love to take big risks and push the boundaries. And some people love that you'll see a new idea and you're willing to bet the house on it. But other people hate that you won't just follow the plan and stay conservative. Or maybe you love big picture thinking and you don't love nitty gritty implementation. And some people love your brilliant ideas and frameworks and insights, while other people hate that you didn't fill out every box in the template and you didn't get Form 3B turned in on time. Building your career around your flow means building your career around your strengths. But contrary to what you might expect, your strengths are often not universally loved and praised. Your strengths are often polarizing. So as you look for the strengths that you want to build your career around, don't look for the parts of you that everyone loved. Look for the parts of you that are polarizing, the stuff that some people really loved and that other people really hated, and put a stake in the ground around that stuff, because that is the stuff that you should build your career around. And if you want to keep brainstorming about what your polarizing strengths are, as well as how to build your career around them, there are 2 ways you can work with me. Way number 1, drop by for a coffee chat. No strings attached. It's not a sales call. Let's just have a chat about your situation, and I'll try to be as helpful as I can be, because I can talk about this kind of stuff all day long. And way number 2, you can work with me. We can actually map out a full coaching engagement together. So we can make a plan to not only solidify and identify the strengths that you want to build your career around, but we can also evaluate how well your current role is playing to your strengths and letting you spend your time in flow. And if the answer turns out to be that it's time for you to move on to something else, we can figure out how to navigate that transition and get you to the right next spot. So the link to book a free coaching consult with me is also above, or if you're listening on Instagram, both of those links are in my bio.